Hey there, Sagittarius. Welcome to your July 2024 reading. It's me here, Krystal Clear. Happy to deliver you Spirit's message as you go about this month. I'm going to start to pull two cards, one for the energy coming into the month and one for the energy going out of July 2024 for Sagittarius. Let's see, coming into the month, we got everything is a-okay. Everything's gonna be all right. Don't worry, it's all working out in a beautiful way. And as we leave the month, we got just walk away, leave an unhealthy situation, enjoy the new doors that open as a result. Okay, so, Sagittarius, it's not ever like an easy decision to enjoy new doors that open up, to leave situations that are not in alignment with your highest. It can be uncertain, we can feel worried and things like that. But what's most important is that we trust that things are working out in a beautiful way, especially if some doors are closed when other doors are opened. We have to trust that. So starting the month off, Spirit wants you to know as you go about July, everything is okay. Everything that comes, comes, and everything that goes, goes. And it's going to be okay. That as long as you continue to choose to rise up in your cycle. And when you look to, I'm going to pull some tarot cards, but when you're looking to your cycles, everything is okay. Look at where it's like worked out before. Spirit's like, sometimes we look at our cycles and our patterns and behaviors and we look to what did we do and how did we feel and what did we da. Well, have we ever stopped and looked at how many times we have thought something wasn't going to work out and it did? And even if it didn't work out in the way that we thought it was, or it might even exceed our expectations, there was a point where we might have questioned this working out because of how it ended up going, and it did. So Spirit wants you to remember at the beginning of the month here, like, please remember how I've been there for you before, how how you've been supported before, you've gotten through it before, and you'll get through this too. And by the end of the month, I feel like you're ready to leave some situations it can be your experience that you're in with someone, it can be work related, it can be your living situation. This is general, so apply it as you wish. And maybe it's multiple reasons, multiple things that you're walking away from. Maybe it's a new identity that you're walking into. But definitely by the end of July, there's doors opening and there's new opportunity for you to walk into. So let's pull 4 tarot cards and see how this month goes. So we've got the Devil, Judgment, dang, Tower. Okay, 7 of Wands. Okay. So, yeah, July just might test your patience a bit here, Sagittarius. The Devil card coming in first and foremost is like, it tests your wit. It tests your ego. It tests what are you going to believe? How long will you allow yourself to be puppeted by your fears, your worries, your insecurities, your doubts, your disappointments. With everything is okay, you might have thought that something wasn't like working itself out and it made you question the direction that you're going in. It makes you doubt, it makes you fearful, it makes you worried, it makes that devil energy come out here at the beginning of the month. And Spirit is like, try to release your judgment of that, of yourself. Try to let go of how you think things are supposed to go. And if they're changing, try to release why you think they're changing, or how you think they're changing. And can you just be still at a place knowing, okay, these are my responsibilities for my day that I absolutely must have to take care of. At the very least, this gets my focus, but this is where I need to focus the most. And as you focus there, I do feel with the Judgment card, it helps you to release some of the other like judgments or things that you're focusing in on, that maybe there's plenty that you could be focused in on this second week that you can use your focus to help you grow and to, bring some closure, to move forward, that's really healthy. But when we see like leave unhealthy situations, I feel like in part of leaving some of those unhealthy situations or perspectives we have is because we need to start thinking again in ways where Spirit has supported us, where we have been supported, where we did make it through. And we need to start also taking action on the things that can produce a result that it is positive and a moving forward direction, and that we're also looking to our beliefs to make sure that we're believing healthier beliefs moving forward. And so all of that happens there the second week. By the third week with the Tower, I'm not surprised, although the Tower does come in with a surprise, because it's like I thought that if I did this, it would maybe make it feel easier. Or I thought that if I moved in this direction, that this was the direction I was supposed to be going in. It's kind of like a pivot card. But because of this work, what's going to matter most is the work that you do in the second week, Sagittarius. The judgments that you can release brings you greater ease to navigate this Tower moment. And this Tower moment, I see the Tower as like Spirit is helping you. It might not feel comfortable. Maybe it wasn't seen. Maybe it didn't go in an expected way, but it can go in a better way. And it's likely going to if you just give it a little bit of time. Because when Spirit works on our behalf, it is for a higher purpose. Just because we don't see it that way and we don't feel it that way here in like human land doesn't mean that Spirit doesn't know what they're doing. So when the Tower comes in, that is Spirit coming in, cleaning it up for us, where we're maybe not quite doing that or quite handling our stuff. And because Spirit's doing it at such a high potential, if we can have a peace of mind before going into it, we are protected as we come out of it. And so that last week and this last card, the Seven of Wands, is a little bit like that protection card. You see all these wands are trying to like burst her bubble. I'm not sure if you can see that bubble there, but she's got this bubble around her that she's created, right? That second week. It's like, okay, I hear my thoughts. I hear that I'm thinking too much. I need to do more, think less, release the judgment in between. I set myself up for this peace so that when the Tower comes in, that I still have my peace. I've created this peaceful bubble that I can go to at any time to recenter, return to center, and I'm protected. So I do feel that by the end of July, even if there's things that you need to walk away from, and maybe that there are either you feel like people are against you or you feel like circumstances are against you, you're still protected along the way. And if anything, the reason why it might feel like things aren't working out or things are against you is because you're divinely protected. Because if you were to take the wrong path or you were to go off course too far, then your divine promise is no longer protected because you have gone maybe in some rogue direction. And we all do it sometimes, but that's usually when Spirit has to come in and kind of do some work for us on our behalf, is because we need to be redirected. And it's usually a good thing. And if it didn't happen, then our divine promise wouldn't be protected. So this is protecting that promise, and everything is okay. Don't worry. It's all working out in a beautiful way, is what that card says. So let's we'll pull 3 more for Spirit's advice. We've got Court the Divine Feminine. I'm going to pull 3 and then we'll get into it. Call on courage. And garden the heart. So for Spirit's advice with Court the Divine Feminine, honestly, Court the Divine Feminine is all about our intuition, our emotions, and how we sort through them and place them. Court the Divine Feminine is like, let's listen to your higher perspective. It's battling through the Devil card to get to the Judgment card, right? This is card 15, the Devil, and the Judgment card is 20. So there's movement. There's things that need to happen for sure in between to move you from this place of uncertainty to be able to court the divine feminine, to be able to hear your higher perspective. But please focus on that. Like, you're deserving to follow the truth of your heart. Spirit's like, don't let so much of the outside world and the outside voices influence you too much. To follow, garden the heart, what is growing in the heart, what is flourishing in the heart, and call on courage. This is the action. So a little bit of the energetic component and then the action. Sometimes you have to, I can see that this person is like all nighted up and super protected in the armor, and like this divine being is pulling off this face mask or this mask, this, I don't know, helmet, shield. And it's scary sometimes to be like, whoa, okay, hang on. Is this the direction I really want to be moving in? Is this the direction of my heart? What is in my heart? What is still growing after all of that? After I've put on all of this protection and I've tried so hard to resist it, and I maybe haven't been truly fully listening. But with Garden the Heart, it still grows. It's still loudly in my face. It still wants to be part of my life. It still wants to be here. I feel like that by the end of this month, as you court the divine and you call on courage and you garden what it is in your heart, you'll realize it's easier to walk away from some of these situations than it would ever be to stay in them. And the whole time, Spirit just wants to remind you that everything's gonna be all right. Everything is okay. Don't worry. It's all working out in a beautiful way. So, Sagittarius, I'm wishing you all the very best as you travel through July. And I'm wishing you all the best blessings and love always. Take care.